Hey YouTube, I'm Kenneth Ryan.
And I'm Linz.
And we're back with another episode of Fanfiction Friday.
Hairdresser noises.
Yes, with hairdresser noises. It's wonderful.
Hairdresser. Hairdryer.
Alright, today we are reading a Naruto fanfiction called My Seme is an Uke by Tanuki Raccoon. What the fuck does that mean? My Seme is an Uke?
You'll find out.
Okay.
Did you know what those words mean?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so we're just gonna,
I'll explain it off camera later.
We're gonna ninja flip into this fan. I'm gonna open all of these with really bad puns. We're gonna ninja flip into this fic. Alright. Which one are you?
I'm gonna be Sasuke.
Okay. Sunshine blonde hair that fell in delicate spikes framed a pixie-pointed face, the skin of which was a lovely caramel, like a natural tan. The couleur raced all over it's with the O-U-R.
Yeah.
Raced all over a delicate body, barely concealed by the sheet hanging loosely from slender hips. 3 whisker scratches adorned otherwise smooth cheeks, giving an adorable fox-like appearance to the already gorgeous look. The large eyes were currently closed, but Sasuke knew... Or is it Sosuke? Oh, it's Sasuke. Knew that when they opened, they would be a brilliant blue, the exact shade unknown. Some would say azure, others sapphire or cerulean. Whatever they were, those large innocent eyes were incredibly stunning. And not so innocent. Sasuke Uchida, that's the first fanfic we ever read. Sasuke Uchida tugged at his own half of the blanket, higher up his naked body. Ooh. A glance around the room showed that Naruto had cleaned up for him before he had come over. His clothes were easy to spot in the clean room, strewn all over the place. The messy state of the clothes, along with the strong smell in the air, screamed of sex. And that was Sasuke's predicament. They'd had sex. Sex. Naruto Uzumaki was his best friend, but they had gone and had sex. But Sasuke had to admit, it was a long time coming. Even he could see the attraction between them, but he had never acted on it before. He had always ignored it, and the hurt it inflicted upon Naruto. Sasuke held his breath as Naruto shuffled. He couldn't take another round, not while his mind was still trying to sort everything out. Thankfully, Naruto simply threw an arm over Sasuke's waist, snuggling close to him before falling back into a deep sleep. Sasuke let out a deep breath. That had been close. He didn't want Naruto to wake up, not after what had happened. You see, it wasn't the sex that was freaking Sasuke out. He would gladly give in to sex with Naruto. He was the ultimate uke. No. What was freaking Sasuke out was that the hours before someone had been pounded into the bed thoroughly fucked. And that someone was Sasuke Uchiha.
Why are you pronouncing names like that?
10 hours earlier. Put up a graphic, Kenneth, don't forget.
Oh my god.
Sasuke Uchiha.
Why are you reading the names?
Why not? It's fun. Whirled at the call from his blonde best friend. Naruto sounded upset, of course. Naruto was always upset at school. The blonde blur slammed into Sasuke, who caught him easily, holding Naruto close. Naruto was crying, as usual, clutching Sasuke's top tight. Sasuke, he wailed. Oh, Sasuke!
Who was it this time, Naruto? Sasuke asked in a soft voice he only used on Naruto. Sasuke was the school heartthrob, but was cold to all but Naruto. He adored Naruto. He's saying the name so many times in that one paragraph.
I'm so tired.
After all, Naruto was the heartthrob amongst the gay community at the large high school.
Oh my god.
He even beat Sasuke in that category.
Oh my... What the fuck?
You're the ultimate bottom. But then you fuck his brains out.
Gara! Naruto mumbled as Sasuke led him into an empty classroom. Sasuke. Sasuke soothed him, pulling him closer as he slid into his seat. Naruto immediately settled into Sasuke's lap. Sasuke was his best friend who had always protected him, no matter what.
Did he touch you? Sasuke's voice was borderline cold. He was trying not to be mad in front of Naruto, but it wasn't really working. Naruto clutched him tighter.
No, the delicate blonde whispered. He hasn't since you beat him up for giving me that hickey. What the fuck?
People are, sexually assaulting him all the time.
Sasuke's eyes narrowed at the memory. He had beaten the shit out of the redhead for forcing himself on Naruto. Bastard had backed off for a while, but it seemed he'd grown his balls back. I'm so scared, Sasuke,
So
Naruto whispered. Sasuke rubbed Naruto's back soothingly. Oh my god, can I jump off a bridge? This is awful.
It's okay, he murmured. I won't let them hurt you.
Not that, Naruto mumbled. People are chasing after me so much. I'm so scared. Scared of being taken. Sasuke froze, looking down at the blonde mop. Naruto had a fear of being uke? How ironic. Those bastards pursuing him relentlessly, trying to claim him, and now he was afraid of being claimed.
It's okay, Naruto, Sasuke soothed. No one is making you have sex. I'll protect you.
You promise? Naruto whispered as his eyes peeled up at Sasuke's black ones. Naruto's bright blue orbs were filled with hope and desperation. Promise I won't have to bottom?
I promise, Sasuke
People
soothed.
don't talk like that.
As he gazed deep into cerulean pools. I'll protect you and you won't have to bottom.
Thank you. Naruto's grip lessened on Sasuke's top. Thank you. Little did Sasuke know that conversation would seal his fate. Sasuke! He was relieved to hear the joy in his friend's voice. Naruto jogged up to him, drawing eyes that Sasuke ignored, and clutching at his arm. Hey, bastard! He greeted Sasuke cheerfully, his eyes shining with happiness. Come over to my place after school. What the fuck? I thought that was you.
It is after school, Dobe. I don't know how to pronounce that in Japanese. Sasuke drawled. Naruto narrowed perfect eyes.
Don't call me that, he growled. And I mean later, like 5 o'clock? Sasuke went over his schedule in his head. He wasn't busy, so he might as well.
Sure, he began slowly. Why? You need help with your homework?
No! Naruto shouted. Bastard! I don't!
Fine, Sasuke replied, slamming his locker shut. See you at 5. If only Sasuke knew.
What the fuck is this fake Lindsay?
Here I am, Dobe. What do you want?
In here! The shout came from the bedroom. Sasuke sighed, kicking off his shoes and dropping his bag by the door. Naruto lived alone, so they basically had free run of the house. You better not be doing anything weird. They didn't put a paragraph, I'm sorry.
You better not be doing anything weird, Sasuke shouted as he made his way to the room. Not like last time.
Oh, shut up. You need to learn to knock. So you don't see me stroking my peenie. Rolling his eyes, Sasuke gave an over-exaggerated knock on the door before him. He heard a small squeak and then the handle clicked. Naruto had it locked? You can come in, Naruto chirped. He really was getting afraid if he locked his bedroom door. After all, his front door had been locked. Of course, Sasuke had a key. Of course he did. Sasuke pushed the door open, entering the room. Without a second thought, he had been in Naruto's room 1,000 times before. He had slept over in the same bed as Naruto. The bright orange furnishings were second nature to him now. However, the room was empty.
Naruto? Sasuke called, slightly worried. Where are you, loser?
What are these names?
They call each other that all the time.
Here! The soft whisper behind him made Sasuke want to turn, but tight arms wrapped around him, preventing it. Sasuke relaxed into the hug, assuming Naruto was still upset over Gaara.
Gaara.
Naruto!
What are you doing, Dobe? Sasuke asked as he rolled his eyes. Naruto's arms tightened.
You promised, he whispered. Sasuke tilted his head to the side. You promised. This kid, Naruto's annoying.
Of course, Dobe, Sasuke muttered.
This fic
muttered,
is irritating me.
Patting the arms on his waist. He wanted reassurance. I promised. Oh wait. Suddenly, something wet attached to the back of Sasuke's neck. He tried to turn his head, but there was a sharp nick to his neck. Naruto was sucking on his neck. They said neck 3 times, something like that. Dobe, Sasuke stuttered. What the hell are you doing? Naruto kept sucking, occasionally grazing his teeth over the spot until Sasuke was gripping Naruto's arms tightly. Naruto managed to shuffle them forward to the bed, pushing them so Sasuke fell face first. Naruto, Sasuke questioned, what are you doing? With one last lick, Naruto pulled away, straddling Sasuke's legs and pinning his hands beneath his body. Sasuke turned his head to the side, and he was shocked to see that Naruto was shirtless, his slender chest bare.
You taste nice, Sasuke, he whispered in his angelic tones. I wonder what your lips taste like. Before Sasuke could protest, Naruto dove in, capturing pale lips in his own. As their mouths melded together, Sasuke felt like he had died and gone to heaven. Naruto's taste was so heavenly. It was all Sasuke could do to hold on to his sanity. Naruto tasted just like he looked. Perfect. Sasuke barely noticed as his pants were undone and tugged down. Naruto's tongue was probing his mouth gently, making the brunette melt. Naruto's hands had begun to roam his body, caressing here and there. Sasuke's hips thrust unconsciously into the bed as Naruto's hands began to slide his boxers down. Naruto's hands were surprisingly cool on his now warm body. A soft moan broke free of Naruto's mouth. Oh! As he released Sasuke's lips, Sasuke gasped in a mouthful of air to his depleted lungs. Before he could say anything, Naruto began to suck delicately on Sasuke's neck before scraping his teeth over it.
Sasuke's hands gripped the bed as Naruto worked up a hickey. Oh god!
He worked up a hickey.
Naruto grinned against Sasuke's neck as he slid his hands up Sasuke's back. He massaged the muscles lightly, feeling Sasuke relax.
Sasuke, Naruto whispered into the brunette's ear. Oh, Sasuke, I've waited so long for this.
I love how you hate this so much.
I do. I hate this.
Sasuke looked up at Naruto, his eyes dark and desperate. Naruto bit Sasuke's neck before sucking on it, stealing away his breath. Sasuke began to pant again, gripping the covers tightly. He felt Naruto's touches and kisses affecting him, sending all his blood rushing south.
Oh!
Sasuke felt Naruto grind into him from behind and couldn't help but moan as he felt the hardness rubbing against him. Naruto ground harder, causing Sasuke to moan again as Naruto tugged his top off.
I hate this.
We could probably just stop after the first chapter.
It's okay.
Because, I mean, it pretty much would be a complete story.
Sasuke, Naruto moaned. Oh, you feel so good. Sasuke bit his lip in order to muffle his noises. He had no idea what Naruto was doing or why it felt so good, but he knew he couldn't think straight while Naruto was doing it. Oh, of course, you're doing some pretty gay shit right now, Sasuke. A rustle of cloth sounded behind him, and Sasuke turned his head to look at it. Naruto had unbuttoned his pants, shoving them down slightly. He smiled brilliantly as he saw Sasuke looking at him before leaning in to capture Sasuke's lips again. Sasuke didn't struggle. He couldn't. He was powerless against Naruto's touches and caresses. He was powerless against Naruto's kisses. Oh god, his kisses. A strange sound reached Sasuke's ears. One he vaguely knew. The sound of something being uncapped. Before Sasuke knew what was happening, the kiss had been broken, and Naruto had a firm grip on his hips, tugging them into the air. Kisses planted along his back burned as Naruto made his way lower and lower. Sasuke's eyes bulged as a hand wrapped around his cock, made possible from the new position of his hips. Panting heavily, Sasuke bucked into the hand, his hands tightening on the sheets. Oh my god. Suddenly, a cool finger was probing at his entrance. Sasuke's breath caught as everything finally clicked in his head. At the same time as the finger breached his entrance, Sasuke was fucking bottoming. A finger wriggled around as Naruto sucked on Sasuke's back, leaving a mark. A second finger was pushed in quickly, stretching Sasuke's entrance. Sasuke couldn't help himself from pushing back on the fingers as they stretched him. He had long given up on trying to protest, trying to make sentences, or even speaking. His breath was coming out in pants, sweat pouring off his body. A third finger drew a groan from Sasuke, and he pushed back on the fingers more. Sasuke knew it wasn't right, but he couldn't help it. It felt so damn nice. The fingers were gone,
yes, he is
and
kind of vulgar
Sasuke...
too.
What?
You counted that all the bottoms.
They're always vulgar. The fingers were gone, and Sasuke's breath caught. He knew what was coming next. If he was going to protest, he should do it now, yet somehow Sasuke didn't say anything. He couldn't. Naruto's hands settled on his hips, and Sasuke let out a slight whimper. Then, for the first time in a while, Naruto spoke. "Oh, Sasuke," he breathed. "You have no idea how happy you make me. Oh, Sasuke."
Naruto, Sasuke whispered. He had so many things to say, but Naruto. All he could manage was his name. Naruto. In one swift movement, Naruto slammed in. Oh. Sasuke's back arched as his breath deserted his body. Naruto was throbbing inside of him, filling him to completion.
Do you really see to completion?
Sasuke's body clenched and unclenched around the intrusion, trying to pull it in and push it out at the same time. Nah. Sasuke managed to turn to meet Naruto's eyes. His own black eyes widened at the sight that his eyes met. Naruto's face was tilted back, filled with rapture. His plump lips were parted as he breathed heavily, eyes closed as his hands flexed on Sasuke's pale hips. Sasuke let out a loud gasp as Naruto pulled almost all the way out before slamming back in. Sasuke's back arched again as he cried out, tugging at the sheets. Behind him, he heard a soft giggle as Naruto leaned his body over Sasuke's. A tongue slipped out to trace the rim of Sasuke's ear, and the brunette groaned. He buried his face into the bed, his hips thrusting forward. Naruto's hand sped up as he slammed in harder. Sasuke panted heavily, grinding back onto Naruto's thrusts. He panted, Naruto.
You get a lot of interesting dialogue in this fic.
That's like the only thing he says for like the entire sex scene.
To completion. Oh my god. Filling him to completion I think is going to be my favorite. You know what, next time? Never mind, I'll keep... That's a private thing. Okay. Oh, Sasuke. Naruto breathed in his ear. You feel so tight. God, you feel so good.
Sasuke managed to look over at Naruto again.
Naruto
grinned down at him before leaning in to kiss him softly. The sweetness of the action caused Sasuke to grip the sheets tighter as Naruto's thrusts increased in tempo and strength. For such a small, girly guy, Naruto sure was well endowed.
Yeah, see? This is Naruto's peen.
Naturally, Naruto was the louder of the two, moaning and groaning with the occasional shriek.
Naturally.
Shriek.
Hold on.
Okay. Naruto's hands sped up, and suddenly Sasuke let out a low moan as Naruto hit a spot deep inside of him. Naruto continued to hammer the spot, drawing out more moans as Sasuke spiraled into ecstasy. Naruto. Sasuke couldn't hold it in. Oh, fuck.
I know, baby! Naruto groaned as he bit Sasuke's shoulder slightly. It feels so good! It hurts my throat so bad.
Very Toad-esque.
Toad fanfiction coming soon.
Oh god. Oh god.
Sasuke let out another moan and Naruto grinned. They were both almost there, so close. Sasuke had tucked the sheets up every which way, messing up the bed. Neither cared. Both were too focused on the pleasure that was reaching its peak. The coil deep inside of Sasuke was getting tighter and tighter. Hey, guess what words you get to say?
Sasuke's eyes shot open as the coil snapped. Naruto!
Sasuke! Ow, my throat can't do this.
You don't need to do it quite that much.
Naruto groaned as he filled Sasuke. Oh, hell. Sasuke bucked as Naruto throbbed inside of him. Naruto's hand still milking him. Sasuke moaned softly as he collapsed completely on the bed, Naruto falling on top of him. Sasuke panted heavily, his eyes slightly crossed as Naruto pulled out of him. The small blonde rolled him over before grinning down at him. Sasuke looked up at him with dazed eyes, too stunned to move. Naruto leaned in to kiss Sasuke's pale lips gently, sucking on the lower one as he dropped down next to Sasuke. Sasuke tried to sit up but winced at the pain that shot up his spine. He collapsed back on the bed, ignoring Naruto's giggle as he crawled to the end of the bed, gathering up the sheet that had been set there for this specific moment. Naruto dragged it over them before he snuggled into Sasuke's side, his arm slipping over Sasuke's waist. Sasuke's eyelids became heavy as he cradled Naruto closed automatically. Naruto sighed softly, planting a gentle kiss on Sasuke's chest. I love you, Sasuke, he whispered. Sasuke's hand came up to stroke Naruto's blonde locks, in truthful words slipping out on their own.
I love you too.
Oh man, there you go.
I mean, we could just finish.
No.
Just leave that as a complete thing.
No, we're reading the rest of this.
There's 2 more
Toad returns with my throat actually hurting right now.
There's 2 more chapters.
2 more chapters of this, people. Stay tuned, because this was a trip. He filled them to completion. I'm saving my comments till the end, but this is gonna... I hate this one, but I hate it, so there's that. How do you feel?
It's great.
Yeah, this is good for the show, I'm gonna say.
They took the stereotype, like, oh my god, Naruto's the cute little bottom thing, and then they're like, okay, he's gonna fuck Sasuke.
This makes me think of freaking Nitori and Momo. You're like a peach. We need to read that one on the show eventually. That one's really funny. Okay, so if you have a fic suggestion, please leave it down below and we will read it.
Unless it's really weird.
If you like the show, please give us a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because we have awesome new content coming out every week. And stay tuned for the next chapter of this fic, which I've already forgotten, but it's in the title. So
My Seme is Tanuki.
Yeah, that by Tanuki Raccoon. So,
which is pretty much raccoon.
Right. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, stay awesome, read more smut. Bye.
Bye.
Out!